Welcome back to Elden Ring.
Going to be playing the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. It's
Svenken here.
And this is Barlow. Okay, so we're going to use our very first characters through the DLC. This is the characters that we did everything on. When I mean everything, we got Platinum Trophy and we got all items. So we farmed out every enemy and collected every armor set and every weapon and every skill.
And our first video series of this was our first videos on the channel. So we had no audio. We didn't even have the microphone headsets yet, but also we weren't ready to stream voices at that point yet. And we made guide videos and whatnot off of these characters. We played this at release of Elden Ring with these characters and played through. Within a month we had finished everything. Then we played again on a new set of characters on PS4 version. We might take those characters through the DLC as well, but we'll see. For now, we've just got these two. They are done with everything. They got every ending. We save scummed and made sure to get every single ending. So we're hoping that the DLC doesn't have any contact with the main game, because if there's NPCs and whatnot that affect the DLC, then they might be dead.
Yeah, no.
That's the way Dark Souls games go. NPCs, the storyline is, help me, help me.
Yeah. You get through the story and they have an unfortunate end.
Every single time, pretty much. Okay, so here we are at the
DLC.
I would call this probably the most annoying boss fight in Elden Ring. And that's why they chose to put the DLC behind it, because they know it's not Michaela, it's this boss fight. You had to get special gear for it. You know, the boss was a cheese type mechanic, like he's draining your life situation. He was annoying. It wasn't fun, and
Of course, they put it right in this area.
They put the DLC here.
I would have preferred if they did. What's her name?
Yeah, I would rather they put it behind Michaela, because at least Michaela's fight was fun. This wasn't fun. Moog was attempting to cheese us, and that's ridiculous. Honestly. There's a lot of that, though, in Elden Ring. If you haven't watched our old videos, you can go back and see. We've got a playlist of the first run. No voice audio, but you can see through all of our boss fights and all the fun we had. Our first video where we talk is the Elden Ring
review video.
Yeah. And I believe we gave Elden Ring a 7. Everyone says, oh, it's the best game ever. It's not. There are so many problems with it. We love the game, and we're replaying it, obviously. But it has some humongous flaws that people just put the rose-tinted glasses on and ignore. And this DLC is going to have some of those as well. Back in Dark Souls 2, there was a mechanic called Giant Lord Souls. If you haven't played Dark Souls 2, you have to collect these Giant Lord Souls in order to be able to fight the king fairly. There are 5 of them throughout the world. And then you fight the king with these 5 Giant Lord Souls. He's half as difficult as he was before. That is in this DLC. You have to go gather these items in order to be able to fight everything in the DLC, apparently. That's stupid. That is them taking away what makes Dark Souls games fun, which is to build your character the way you want. You want a challenge? You challenge yourself. You want it to be difficult? You make it difficult on yourself. If you know how to play, that should be the only limitation.
Now it's
having skill, not fake difficulty where all of a sudden the enemy can one-shot you every single fight, or all of a sudden Their defenses are so high that it takes you an hour to defeat them.
Like, the only way of winning is by collecting all the items, so it's kind of like forcing you in a one-way path in some ways.
So that is a cause for concern for us. We do not expect the DLC to be as good as the main game, and we gave that a 7. But we hope that it is going to smash those expectations of poor quality and be better than the main game. That's our hope. I guess we'll see.
Looks like a new person here. See what they have to say.
Were you guided here by kindly Miquella? I am Leda. And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid. Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Maybe a
Sounds like a gal in Dark Souls 3, trying to trick us into doing the painting quest for him so that we can fight him in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Oh, we can't attack here. I was like, oh, can we attack him? No, we can't swing at all. So yeah, you're probably right.
See, they're breaking what made Dark Souls fun. If I want to kill that NPC, I should have been able to kill that NPC. Just like, if you haven't played Elden Ring, we're going to spoil Elden Ring, okay? So, if you haven't played Elden Ring, you might want to go back and play, or at least watch the videos of us playing, or somebody else. I don't care. Go watch a video and figure out what the story is, or play the game yourself if you want to not be spoiled on it. But in the main game, it was so obvious that it was disgusting. There's a guy who's getting you to gather all of the Elden Rings. What are they called?
The fragments of the ring or something?
Yeah.
Let's see, maybe we have it at the Grays.
Yeah, that's
Great
where you
runes.
equip them.
That's what's called.
Great runes, yeah. So you're gathering all the great runes, and he's going to steal them from you and stop you from, burning the tree, etc., etc. It's very obvious that he's a bad guy and that you would fight and kill him in normal times, but no, you can't, because you're not allowed to attack. As if allowing you to do things is something that's Souls related. That's disgusting. We want to kill that guy right away because we know he's a bad guy.
I mean, he's even wearing...
Is this a role-playing game or is this an adventure game? Because adventure games don't let you have choices. Role-playing games do.
He's
At any rate,
even wearing armor that looks kind of like Sauron from Lord of the Rings.
yeah. It was ridiculous. Anyway, we figured that out immediately. We're like, this is the bad guy. Definitely going to have to fight him at some point. And he was easy. Because why would he be difficult, right?
Well, we go touch the withered arm. Head to the realm of shadow? Sure. Let's look at the map here.
See?
Yeah, no cutscene at all, okay.
That was so great. Does it lead anywhere? No. Of course not.
Yeah, it's one-way path, it looks like.
Okay, I don't recall how do we do co-op, but...
Let's see, I think we hold triangle, and then I think the left one I have is sign. Top one is co-op.
I got my sign down.
Okay, so I got
Left is my whistle. Right is humanity.
that.
Yeah, we don't care if you don't like that we don't use the Elden Ring terms. we're not here to coddle you. So if you don't like us not using the Elden Ring terms, we really don't give a shit. We'll try to use the terms when we can remember them, but they just changed it all because they didn't want to do another Dark Souls. They're like, let's not do, but they did. This is another Souls game. This is copying all the other ones. The only reason it's not really is because they tied it with the writer of the Game of Thrones books. They had an opportunity to do that, so they did.
I don't think
it would be Dark Souls 4 otherwise.
Working out too well for them now, because I don't think he really cared
it seems
much.
like it's still Souls writing where everything's convoluted and nothing matters. I was able to put my sign down. Are you human? Yeah, you're human. Your thing's glowing.
Let's...
Oh yeah, we gotta check. Let me check. Multiplayer.
Okay, I'll pause it for a second. I think we can do that.
No.
No? Okay. Should I check?
I guess.
Yeah, I don't have one on. Okay.
That's why. Okay. So now you can pause. We're gonna put a password in.
Okay, set the password.
Okay, it looks like you're up.
So I probably should cancel this and do that again. Let's see, what are these people saying?
Nonsense. Of course.
Yep.
Surprised that every single one of them isn't stupidity. But they are kind of stupid. Know something ahead.
That's not
At least they're not all tri-tongue.
Yeah.
Want me to place it down again?
Yeah, maybe by a
I'll move it
light.
to the stairs. Oh yes, I wanted to waste my Estus. That's great.
It's been a little while since we've played Elden Ring.
Okay, we played this group 2 years ago. Well, plus some months because it came out in March, right? And it's not March anymore. That's how long it took them to make a DLC. This better be amazing. Then a year ago we replayed because we figured the DLC might be coming out last year, and we had some problems with our PS5s crashing. Late last year we figured out that there's a stand that you don't have to use it to stand up the PS5 on its end. You can lay it down on the stand, and that gives it more stability. And it wasn't clear that you could do that anywhere. So, to be clear, we got our PS5s pretty much day one. We got extremely lucky. I won a contest twice in a row for the opportunity to buy PS5s. So before PS, and then I won that same contest again. They redid it for Sony through the Sony Rewards program, I believe is what was hosting that contest, and won another opportunity. So we had these PS5s, day one PS5s, the very beginning of the release of them, and they had an issue where they would crash. So we figured we would have to either just replace them or play on PS4 games all the time. So we made those PS4 characters, but we figured out that if we use the stand while it's on its side, it won't crash anymore on PS5 games. As you can see, the game would crash after half an hour of gameplay. Like, I say the game, I mean the entire PS5 was shut off. This started happening a year and a half after the thing came out, and it was a software update that caused it. Basically, I'm sure you heard, if you're following any sort of gaming news organization, there was a leak that the liquid metal was leaking and destroying PS5s. That was happening. That was real. People were saying that was fake. No, that was happening. Our PS5s are in the same situation. They put the software update in to stop that from being a possibility, because the entire PS5, if it gets warm at all, will just shut off. That was the software programming from that update. About a year after it came out, year and a half.
So it was like, oh, all of a sudden they don't work?
Yeah.
We
They
noticed,
weren't cheap either.
we started noticing
Oh my
that
gosh.
with, I think the game was called Stray, where he plays a cat. That was one of the games.
So if you're looking at our content, you'll see we have a lot of PS4 versions of games loaded. That's the reason why we couldn't play PS5 games on the PS5, because the thing would just die.
Yeah, some of the games we had, like, Demon's
Dead
Souls,
by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight, Genshin. All of those we played on PS5 and we just couldn't play it, so we either had to lessen the to PS4 or not be able to play them. Like Demon's Souls was only a PS5 game, so it's not showing up.
Okay, so this isn't working. I'm going to cancel my summon sign, and you need to cancel your attack.
Right.
I guess we need to go forward. I don't know why they would allow us to put signs down if we can't put signs down.
Whoa.
Looks cool. So if we're talking about our old content, the Elden Ring videos that we made, out of all of them, the one video that covers the Easter eggs is definitely my favorite video that we made for the original playthrough of Elden Ring.
Oh,
We
don't.
covered a bunch of stuff, and of course, it's one of our first videos where we were talking, so it's not great. Is this something I can pick up? Yes, acquire materials. Rada fruit.
We can go straight through these. Oh, this. Ah, right. So that's a new crafting ingredient. Very nice. So we have a grace right here. Over there I see a giant boss thing. Looks scary. Over there we got a tree. Got a tower for one of those great ruins. Oh, there I see a giant building. It looks really cool.
Touching the grace.
So maybe we just had to get out of the beginning spot.
So I'm going to rest of the grace, because that might trigger Melania, or whatever her name is.
Can we talk
Let's
to her?
see. Can I talk to anybody? They're dead, I believe, so probably not.
Shadow Realm Blessing. What's this?
Those great runes. Such a waste. There was only one good one, and they give it to you in the first fight.
Tree Blessing. Oh, so this is probably how we upgrade. Receive Spirit Ash Blessing. Those are the giant Lord Souls that we were just talking about.
Yeah, people want to compare it to other games. It's Dark Souls 2. We love Dark Souls 2. Not that mechanic, though. But most people hate it. And so they're not comparing it to the game that they actually got the idea from, because they know people don't like Dark Souls 2. It's Should we try summon now that we've got the first bonfire?
Sure. So let's see.
I will put my sign down right here. I'm facing towards the everythings. No idea
That little
what any of it is.
golem thing.
And the grace is behind me.
Okay, so it should be like right around here. I have to recheck the password I might put in wrong. If this isn't working. Oh, I forgot you have to use the thing.
We played the whole thing co-op as much as we could, and that was part of the reason why we gave Elden Ring a lower score than most players would have, because the game is supposed to be able to play co-op, like it's supposed to be an open world. They put invisible barriers everywhere, and now this, we can't summon each other, it seems. Okay.
So it's either we have to trigger the first boss, and then we can finally play together, or they did some messed up baloney.
There's a blood stain.
What did this person die to? I guess it could die to invaders, so it's not much of a...
Right. Our first run, we had about 100 invaders on our these characters here, and we're not bragging when we say we ganked 90% of them, killed them. A good 10% had cheesy PvP builds that would pretty much instantly kill you if they caught you in their combo. And most of those builds have been nerfed by now because we played all of that back when the game came out. We're still posting content from that, and people will get upset with us like, you're ganking them. Well, you know what? There's no point to PvP in Elden Ring. There are no covenants, there are no rewards for it, except to be a bully. I have no problem with killing bullies in video games. If you have a problem with it, then that's your problem. It's ridiculous. Don't defend the invaders. That's a really stupid mindset.
Yeah, and the invaders in Elden Ring aren't
They
getting
get nothing.
anything. They're wasting our time.
Yeah, they're trying. They're basically like in school. They're the big, you know, the kid that was held back 3 years, that's way bigger than all the other kids, that's stopping you from getting to class on time. That's them. They're stealing your lunch money. That's them.
Playing your game.
And you're saying it's okay? It's not. Really, we love invading and invasions in the other games because there is a reason behind it. You have covenants. You get rewarded. There was a purpose.
Especially in Dark Souls 2.
This game has no purpose behind it except to be a jerk.
Got, like, upgrade materials.
So I got to these ruins here.
Same.
So if you can't tell, we're anti-PvP in Elden Ring. We love PvP in the other 3 games. The other 4 games, Demon Souls PvP was great. Bloodborne PvP was pretty lackluster. They just made it bad. But it's similar to this in that there really isn't a point. Yeah, I see a gnarled couple of trees here in this graveyard.
Same.
Are you in the same area?
Here's a glowing mushroom. White
Yeah.
flesh mushroom. So it seems like all of our ingredients aren't going to matter.
Yeah, there will be new things to craft, I'm sure. Crafting system didn't go to waste in the DLC. We really liked the crafting system. A lot of players didn't. That was one thing we loved.
I thought it was
We
really
liked
cool.
the idea of being able to gather, components to craft whatever you want. And of course, we gathered everything to maximum, farmed it all out.
See a little village over there. I
You
hear
seeing a
something snapping
village?
around. Oh, okay. Here is a bird.
Another one of those statue bird things? Yeah,
I love
looks
the
like
little
it.
thing.
2 of them.
I also love having a lot of weapons if you're wondering, oh wow, you got basically all full set.
No loot yet. Killed 2 of them.
What are those blue things?
They look like the Gowl. Lots of people want to say it's just gel. People actually use the word Gowl, so don't correct people in the way they pronounce things. That's grammar Nazis. They're not okay. You remember the Gowls?
Yeah, the gals were really difficult, and you couldn't do co-op in them, so it was frustrating. It was them being really controlling. They weren't this controlling in any of the other games. Even Dark Souls 3, you had some control.
Yeah.
I don't see anything in these ruins.
Did you make it to the ruin that has the
I'm near this
fires?
giant tree.
There's a bunch of mushrooms at this tree.
What's them? I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna have a lot of the same bosses from the first one, or if it's gonna be a new set of
Oh
bosses.
yeah, that would suck.
That was another problem. They reused all the bosses. Oh, this guy looks a little different.
Like all the maps were basically the same, and so were all the bosses.
Oh, he gave me a beast horn. Oh. Okay, let's see. We should be able to use that, right?
There's a fog gate down there. Am I not human? Oh, I look like I am.
I don't think the human mattered for co-op, does it? Like if you're human or not.
That's what I was wondering. I am human as far as I can tell. Another flaw that all the people complain about Dark Souls 2. They really hate Dark Souls 2 for no reason. Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring and Demon Souls all have the same mechanic where you go hollow.
Ooh,
Now, in this, you're not actually hollow. I'll put my sign down.
Now, we could... There's another flaw I want to mention here. The bosses. You can't... If you... So we could save this...
Yeah, no small white signs.
Save this boss for later, and then we can make sure that we can summon it in the zone. We should definitely be able to summon right here because of this thing I'm standing on. I gotta use this. I forget.
You forgot to do that again.
Yeah. It's like right here, I think.
Well, I'm definitely online because I wouldn't be able to put my sign down otherwise. We have password, so we could group no matter what level difference we are, but we are really high level already.
And bell, lantern. Is that on? No? Oh, we don't want it on. Clean rot night. That's what I'm using there. I'm wondering if there's other settings we need to look at.
I think maybe you just need to verify that you have the right password on.
Should I pause it again? So the passwords are the same. I'm not sure what's going on.
Seems like it might be time to refund the game. It doesn't even work.
Maybe I need to use a rune.
You haven't used one?
No, I have one on. Maybe I should try to place my sign down. See if that works.
Okay. The game is broken. Let's pretend that they're the greatest developers ever to make video games. They made us wait 2 years for this DLC. You'd think that they would have tested co-op. There's a boss fog right there. There's a summoning pool right there. They should work. There's absolutely no reason why it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I'm gonna travel to the gravesite plane.
Okay.
Let's go get the map marker.
Oh, it's frustrating.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
They obviously did something because we didn't have any trouble with.
Summoning wasn't a problem in the original.
Besides
Once
the
we
fact
figured
with
out
the
how.
bosses.
I mean, it is convoluted, but let's see. I think it's to the east.
See, you
I'm
can
gonna
mark
put
the
a-
map, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Very big blue line pointing directly to it.
Oop, there's something right here we want. Oop, what in the world is this thing? Very fast creature. Okay, how do we dismount? There we go. Oh, I died.
Gotcha.
Yeah, only because I didn't know how to get off my mount.
Defeated.
Nice. Ooh, you got an item. What did you get?
Curse Blade Mask. Is that a helmet?
It says a cursed mask.
It's called Curse Blade Mask. I don't know what it is.
How do we
I
get
have so many items. Oh my. Oh, it is a mask. And Focus is also troubled by wearing this mask.
Ouch.
A mask affixed with a crown of tangled horns worn by those who invoke divinity. Divine invocation heightens the dexterity of the wearer. It causes the blessing of the Erdtree to become nauseating, reducing the restorative effect of drinking from a flask of sacred tears. Okay.
Oh, these creatures are insanely fast.
Is there more than one?
I don't know, this is my first guy.
And I think he seems like he's going to be a single guy. Probably respawns though. So yeah, we played co-op. We couldn't use our mounts most of the time, so we don't really know how to fight on the mount very well, because we were on our feet for the entire game.
Okay, well, we got the map now. Let's see here.
It looks like there's more content to get. Yeah, there's a map up there. So,
That spot, yeah.
and it looks like maybe we can go this way as well.
Behind us, yeah.
There's a city right in front of me. Let's try talking to this person, and then maybe we should summon.
Okay.
Again, try to summon.
Everyone burned to cinders, burned away. Oh, whoops. What did we do to deserve such a fate? We merely lived our lives. We lived in peace. Put to the torch by Mesmer and his lot. Okay. I can see the summoning. We can summon one of those. So we might be able to summon here. Let's see here.
Sign is down.
Okay. Okay, I also need to use a rune.
Hey, he died. Oh look! Just like all those other games where you go hollow, you have less life and stats. Now you don't have less. Because you're human.
How did this one die? Probably find that guy I just died to. So there's a big fire guy over there. By the looks of it. Unless it's just a birding that's on fire.
Why don't you look to see where I'm at?
Let's see, you're next to this guy.
No. I'm a few steps forward. Yeah, one more step. Somewhere around there.
I can see footsteps. Is that my footsteps?
Yeah, you went up on that wall a moment ago. Okay.
So my
we move
guess
forward.
is they didn't put a boss in this entire zone that is active at the moment.
There's a boss fog over there, so that's blowing. There definitely is a boss.
Scorch runes. Can we talk to him? No? But that one's willing to fight me. Oh, got something. Not resin. So is it not resin then?
Hefty cracked pot.
Oh, new pots? Oh, but that means we can't use our old ones.
Yeah. They want to limit us completely to the DLC.
So they've made sure that everything that we did is totally pointless. Oh, these guys are all fighting me now.
We really hated Dark Souls 3's DLC for that reason. In Dark Souls 3, you had to go to New Game Plus 2 to get the best rings. And then all the lazy people that didn't do that were thrilled with the DLC because they could get the plus 3 rings. So yeah, we're going to need those pots, almost definitely, to be able to craft anything from the DLC.
What's this? Message?
Not that we'll want anything, we don't have any clue what they do.
Secret wall, maybe? No?
Although I wouldn't be surprised if there's a new poison effect that we need the resistance pots for or whatever. Always a new swamp.
Got more of those ingredients? Okay. So we go through this big doorway, which clearly looks like a boss fight. Maybe that'll trigger something. Oop, dogs. What's this? Is this a doorway?
I read a message that said, no strong foe ahead.
So Sean, go ahead, maybe?
It could just be one of those trying to trick you messages. Shadow Realm rune.
It's just like they had to change everything on us so we can't figure out anything. Oh, here's some fireflies. Interesting. Can I climb up this? I guess I gotta climb up the stairs. Oh. Here's something. Oh, I see. Some more runes.
Something purple up there. I'm gonna go to the right side and see what that is.
Something's attacking me. Ooh, jump to this. What's this? Seriously, I put these in the DLC.
What's that?
The, Pearl Calling Finger Remedy.
Yeah, you shouldn't need those anymore. How do you get off your horse? Never mind. L3. Oh, I got a recipe book.
Oh, nice. Oh, is it over there? See something over there. That's kind of mount. Jump. Nothing up here? Nothing right here. Can we get to this door? L3's high dismount, okay. Can't open up this door, but I want to find that purple item before I do that. Oh, there's a grace just right there.
Is that on the right?
It's outside this area. Closer to that fire thing.
Let's get that grace.
Oh, there's that purple thing. So you can open up this door, but I'm gonna drop down, get this. Get this purple thing, that might be the recipe. Bless you. Yeah, we go, got it. So I'm sure there's more to do in here, but let's get that.
Grace after grace after grace.
It's like, it really hasn't been that many
I don't see it though.
steps
Oh, there it is.
since the last grace. What is this called? Scorch Runes?
Okay, let's rest at this grace and see if we talk to anybody.
Don't suppose we collect any of these. Huh?
Shadow Realm Blessing. Oh, that's the thing you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. The Great Runes were such a disappointment. I mean, there's not any of them are any good, except the first one. Like +5 to all stats or something.
Okay, I guess we go back in that town. Or, I don't know, outpost? What would you call it? You said there's a door at the top?
Yeah. Gotta explore it.
Gotta go to the right or left?
I think it's right. Oh, gotta defeat this doggo.
Oh, enemies respawn. God.
I've got the whip for that exact reason, where they're dodging around like crazy. the whips don't have that same problem. Just gotta go up these stairs, I think.
Oh, we didn't see what the new cookbook gave us. I'm gonna go look at that real quick. Inventory, go to the last page. Is it second to last? No, it is the last page. Well,
I thought it was in there.
I'm sorry?
I thought it was in there, but no, it's not.
Yeah, I don't see it. So, item crafting. Do we need to use the cookbooks in order to get them?
Don't believe so. Oh, is it considered a key? Oh, there we are.
Yeah, it's in the keys. Okay.
They
We have
didn't
the
separate them.
Greater Potentate Cookbook. Expands crafting repertoire. A record of crafting techniques of the Greater Potentate, who roamed lands near and far. Haunted by the grotesque practice of his village of birth, he stuffed great pots with all manner of things. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following: hefty fire pot. So a larger fire pot. Okay.
A better version of now what is our junk? Oh, is there something right here? Behind the building? Yes, some butterflies.
Yeah, they know that people like to roll through those, so they put a bunch of them here.
Yeah, I'm gonna check what's inside this room.
This guy just looks like the Fire Giant 2.0.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, a treasure. Is it trapped, though, is the question.
Oh, there's an item on a body over there I can see from here.
It's not trapped.
I'll go back and get that.
Blade of Mercy.
New weapon?
Maybe. Let's see here.
Oh, that was just a fur calling finger. Which doesn't work. We can't get co-op working.
It's not a weapon. Is it a key then? I was thinking maybe it was one of these wet blades, but no, that's not it. Not a new arrow, is it? I doubt it's some sort of equipment. Maybe it's a ring? I guess they're called talismans. Oh, here it is. Raise attack power after each critical hit. Thin blood-stained dagger, no longer fit for use. Raises attack power after each critical hit. Like you're supposed to be able to control that you get critical hits. Once employed this to honorably end the suffering of a compatriot. After claiming numerous lives, the dagger is now broken, but has acquired a spectral aura. There's something over there. So can we jump? More ingredients.
Getting that treasure.
So that leads me to believe that we're going to be able to increase our crit rate.
Something. Yeah, I see that thing over there as well. What was it?
Some more ingredients.
Oh. Is there anything behind here?
Yeah, some ingredients.
Butterflies, huh?
Broken runes? What's a broken rune? Huh.
Ooh, I'm guessing there might be something inside there. I saw a message
What's
on the inside of this. Oh, you can drop down right there. I guess I'll do that.
Ouch. They're throwing something at me. Rocks. Not very nice.
Nothing to it at all. Not an item. Scratch that, there is an item. Black firefly.
Yeah, I get that.
On a body.
I think I noticed it, like, at this angle. Yeah, right there. Can we jump up there? Yes. There we go.
They made everything just big enough to get the horse through doorways and whatnot.
Jump, horse, jump. Almost made that. Okay, I guess I gotta do it the normal way. Maybe the only way. This. Yeah, they did. They made sure that people could just run through with the horse. Of course.
Is there anything else to get? Is the question. Doesn't seem like it was a very beneficial pit stop. Unless we happen to be focused on crits. Chaining crits and whatnot. So, I don't think they're going to do a crit percentage thing because you get crits by parrying or guard breaking or backstabbing. It's already a guarantee. So if you're like ganking a person and you have that ring on and your buddy also has that ring on and you're just sitting there ganking them, parrying them, something like that.
Right.
I expect that's what it's for. PvP, which has no place in Elden Ring. It serves no purpose. Unless you enjoy being a bully. In which case, I don't like you. And I think most people would agree. Okay, I went over here and picked this up.
What's this? Another broken rune.
Waterfall behind me, or behind it. Can't seem to grab it though without getting off the horse. It's an upgrade material, Revered Spirit Ash. So are they going to allow us to bring our spirits up even higher? Or are we going to have to gather a whole new set of ingredients for a whole new set of spirits, which we can't summon in co-op?
I'm hoping they give us some sort of item or material.
Ulcer's Revered Spirit Ash Blessing.
Oh, I think I'm back at that town.
Oh, is this the item that we burn at the bonfire to decrease the difficulty? I think that's what that is. It's in the Titanite section though, so it seems like it would be for spirits, right? There's a whole area down there. Do you see where I am?
Ah. I'm on the opposite side. I see. What's this?
Maybe.
Let's gather that material.
Yeah, if you want people to say the word gel instead of gowl, then spell it correctly.
Yeah.
In America, gel is spelled J-A-I-L. And people need to understand, yes, there are multiple forms of English, but guess what? There's localization. They localized this language to American English, and then spelled it Gowl. There's a blue thing over here.
Ooh. Shiny?
Looks like those
How dare you?
boat guys from the original content.
Ah, okay. Let's go grab that material around here somewhere. Oh, here it is.
Oh, it's an item on the ground.
Oh, it's making everything glow?
What?
They put those in here too. I mean, they gave us plenty of items from...
That's the item for respeccing, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Barbitures or whatever. It's respecking or whatever you want, right?
It gave me a different version of the same thing.
What? Why?
No idea.
There's them changing it for
It's
no
hard
reason.
to translate their thought process. They have this thing. We can follow the path down there. There's a road. They have a really weird sense of what they should do.
This looks...
They're really great at
it's
making
just...
items guide you through content, usually. But
I'm not seeing that blue aura. Oh, it's not fall off. Here's the hangman tree. Let's see, is there anything here? Oh yeah, it's mushrooms.
just following that cliff. Looks like there's a jump spot to jump down from the top of the cliff, but we're already down here, so why would we need that?
Yeah, I'm looking at that too. Here's some graver and actual graves.
Ah, yes, maybe there's some skeletons here to kill us.
Oh, here's a doggo.
Guy with the pot.
Oh, got from that. Nice. Worked out. Spirit grave stone. There's another ingredient.
Did you get anything there but ingredients?
Oh my god, ingredients here. Oh, I missed something. Oh, more ingredients.
That's too bad. I feel like they overinflated how much time it was going to take to complete this DLC. If we were the type of people that didn't explore, we'd probably be done already. Because
Yeah.
clearly, we're meant to go fight that great big giant thing over there, and I doubt that it's going to be difficult for us, considering our progression, even without having any of these ashes.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we could just go fight this guy and then take the obvious path to the road and just go forward. And how do we get back? R1?
It is walking around. And there's a cave here with a painting. Look at that.
A painting? Neat. Probably have to stick to the wall then to find that. That's what I kinda need to do.
How do you uncover hidden paths?
Hang him?
No.
Oh, there's a church down there underneath where we got this, whatever this is.
Yeah, we can follow the road to get down there, but this seems to be... Oh well.
It seems like there's a daytime-nighttime cycle in this zone.
Maybe. I guess we'll see.
Okay, so let's go down. Kinda worried that thing's gonna get attracted early. But maybe then it will allow us to summon. Ah, here's the cave. Can't examine it while you're in your mount. Huh. Yeah, some people saying hidden passage ahead. Of course.
The backhand blade. Well, that was backhanded.
Hmm. Oh, what are these things? Humans? People? Can't tell. Tree people? Oh, they look like they're holding runes. Rune lanterns?
Okay, this sword is a D&D strength dex. Totally physical.
Oh,
Has
there it is.
blind spot. Let's see here.
Blind spot.
Leap into close quarters to take advantage of the enemy's blind spot and gore them from the side. Inputs determine which side you strike from. This attack slips below the opponent's guard. So it's just a Shotel with a FP requirement.
Also it has that skill on it, blind spot, so we could remove it and then put it on something else.
We could.
Interesting.
I don't know if I could put anything like that on mine. No, I don't have a
You have a specific...
ash, war ash or whatever it's called, on my weapon that I'm using at the moment. I've got like 6 weapons that I choose from. So in our first play, my buddy played a lot of dragon magic and dual wielding. I played miracles, fire, and heavy weapons. You really have no reason to avoid magic at all because attunement slots are free. You don't have to allocate any points to get attunement slots, so you might as well use magic. Right?
Yep. It would be a waste not to. But let's get this.
Okay, so we have a bird dropping down. They're like baby death birds.
Yeah, here's a bird.
Strong attack gives me critical.
Get that.
I don't think we're ever going to level up in this combat. They're never going to give us enough souls to level.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know what level they expected us to be at, but when you fight Moog, you're pretty far. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, you could be at the end of the game. That could be one of your last fights, right?
Technically, you can get there just in the Journey of the Lakes, right?
True.
So that's, I don't know, level 50-ish.
Here's something. Grave Glovewort. Okay, so that's 3. So yeah, they expected us to be here really early by this. And then I also got some Titanite that was, like, I guess second tier Titanite.
Might be able to jump across that, but I'm not going to try right now.
I don't think we could jump. It's just a little too far before I had to take that bridge over there. It looks pretty cool down there. I wonder if we can go down there. Or if it's just all cool looking and that's it.
Is that a Grace I see out in the distance next to that doorway? Guess I'll get on my mount.
By that doorway? Let's head to it.
Over by the bridge.
So up behind that fire giant thing.
Just fields of nothing.
Yep.
And they call this content.
Oh wow, look. It's grass. Imagine if they built it kind of like what they did with...
Oh, is this one of those guiding crosses that messes up co-op? Erdtree fragment. It is a
But that's one of those things.
Titanite item.
To upgrade ourselves.
Empyrean Blood Virgin. Crafting material?
Yeah, I think this is one of those things that mess us up. Touch cross.
If you don't know what we're referring to, in co-op, when we would click these, if we would click them in co-op, it would cause the Titanite or the flowers to not spawn inside the caves. So we would not be able to get the upgrade materials that we were supposed to get when we would go through caves on one play or the other. I wasn't getting the Titanite, and my buddy wasn't getting the flowers, because we believe it was because of this. But we never did figure out for sure what it was.
Looks a little different, so I might see.
Like, we'd go through my cave, and I would have no Titanite at all. And then we'd go through his, and he would have Titanite up the wazoo, just sitting in the walls. It just wouldn't be there for me. So, eventually it didn't matter, because we got the bell bearings. For a long time, it caused issues, because I would be lower level weapons. So he would be nerfed in my world, and vice versa.
Right.
Erdtree fragment. Bolsters Erdtree blessing. So there's two different things that do this? Bolsters revered spirit ash blessing.
Yeah, there's two different things, so one of them's probably going to be health and the other one's going to be damage. That's my guess.
Let's make the game difficult by not making it difficult.
So we got another one of these people.
Talking.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke of you. You're that tarnished. Guided here by kindly Mikola. Won't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn. In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own.
Okay.
Oh, another thing.
Okay,
Did you speak to our
didn't they,
friend?
you know, like have a team
If
of
you've yet
riders?
to do so, have him give
Why
you
would they
a
take
map
Freya's
across
name?
his whereabouts. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Mikola the Kind's footprints. If you've yet to do so, be sure to have our dour little friend share his map of crosses, assuming you intend to trace kind.
So they're like, oh, everyone really liked God of War. We should use the Norse mythology characters.
Yeah.
If you've yet to do so, be sure to have our dour little friend share his map of crosses, assuming you intend to trace Kind Mikola's path.
Okay, so that's what this is. It guides us. Touching.
Carvers.
Coalesce.
Coolest. I abandon here the first of the flesh of my body. Okay. Sounds kind of like nonsense.
Nonsense, yes. That's what I would equate it to. Nonsense.
Should we try again?
But there are going to be 5 million YouTube videos covering the high quality writing that they've got going on there. Shadow Realm Blessing.
Okay.
Erdtree, use 1.
Sure.
Revered Spirit Ash, use 1.
Great, so now we can be almost back to normal. Maybe. I bet there's gonna be
I'm
like
guessing there's probably
100.
like 10 or 12 or something. Upgrades,
50 of
and
each.
it's going to have different amounts required each time. Okay, now that we've got that, maybe we can summon.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see here.
put my sign down next to the tree.
Okay. Ready to use my thing.
And the first thing we should do is go kill that thing.
Yeah.
Just kill all the bosses.
So if this doesn't work, I think we should go attract that guy and then try again to summon. Because he's clearly a boss. I mean, what else is he if he isn't a boss?
They made Elden Ring feel like they didn't want to have the co-op, but they knew people would be upset if they didn't include co-op. Because people were furious, I was, that Sekiro was a solo-only game. Because they wanted to control every single aspect, basically make an adventure game, not, you know, what they've been doing with all the Souls and Bloodborne. They wanted to make a worse Nioh, basically. And if you like Sekiro, great. I don't have any problem with people liking it. My problem is that the company that makes the co-op games decided, let's not make a co-op game for this specific one. Thankfully, they put co-op in Elden Ring, because I would just be even less inclined to play it if they didn't. Nioh was better than Sekiro because we could play together. That's the way we play these games.
Yeah, we do co-op. And it's really frustrating
It's not
that
that we don't
can't
do
summon right now.
challenges, you know? I mean, if you look at our channel, we challenge ourselves all kinds of ways.
Yeah, I mean, you can see our Dark Souls Plus run, and it's just absolutely insane at this point.
Yeah. No armor, no Estus,
Mimic
No
Helm for
summons.
bosses.
one ring, Mimic Helm. It's nuts. Our challenges, when we finish that set of challenges, will be probably the most challenging that anyone's ever done that hasn't done a no-hit run.
So it's not showing up.
Okay, so I guess we go to attract him. Mount up.
Attack! And then run away.
It might not be an enemy, so don't strike him right away.
I suppose so.
I just doubt that very much. I'll watch him one-shot us. He's attracted to me.
Same.
Ground
Oh,
near
he
me.
hit me with fire. Oh, he hit my mount
It
with
was
fire.
fire. It did nothing.
It's...
Oh, it knocked me off my mount. Wow. That. Half my life. That's insane.
like all the basic guys aren't doing hardly anything besides for that first guy. Whoa. Retreat!
Bravely ran away.
It's just stupid. I hate the life check system in these layer games. They've built their game to have this life check, so you have to have a whole bunch of points in life.
Yeah, in Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, we love a life last, honestly. It's more challenging that way. It's more fun. But most people that the devs are watching are not doing that.
They pumped a bunch of points
They're
in.
watching all these YouTubers and streamers play their game, and they put 50 points into Vigor or Vit or whatever is the stat that improves your life, and all of a sudden they trivialize all the content because they can take 50 hits before they're dead. Okay, so clearly we need to have more of those offerings in order to face him fairly, but we might be able to summon now. So I will go next to the tree and put my sign down.
Sorry, yeah. He didn't pop up boss life though.
It didn't give us a boss life?
No,
Should we just go kill it?
I don't know.
I wonder what kind of damage we can do to it.
I have a feeling maybe this kind of guy is one of those guys that once you actually fight a boss, you can go turn in your boss soul and make a second version or whatever. He's one of those.
The walking monuments?
Yeah, that's my guess. He could be one of those.
But he's more aggressive?
Yeah.
Well, no, summon. Okay.
You might have to log out and log back in too, I don't know.
I suppose during our lunch break we'll Google why we can't summon each other. This is pathetic though, honestly. I mean, the game existed before the DLC. I can put my sign down, I should be able to summon.
Maybe they made a new summoning system.
I'm
so you
gonna
have to
attack
do-
him and see what kind of damage I can do.
That's a good idea. I'll use some ice. That should be nice, right? I'm not doing hardly anything to this thing. And that
I
was
don't know if
my
I'm doing
dragon
damage,
magic.
You have to jump at exactly the right time for this.
Oh, quick time
Silly
event?
mechanics.
He killed me.
Let's make jumping do something.
Yeah, I've seen videos of people jumping to avoid attacks. It's like, what? I don't like the jumping mechanic. It was better without the jumping.
Let's see if you can bleed him with flies.
Can ya? Bleed him?
Yes,
Oh, you can.
seems so.
Cool. Okay. I focused quite a bit into
Oh, he's healing now.
that kind of stuff. Oh, he's healing?
Oh, maybe not. He had gray life bar for some reason. It went away.
Okay, it's dismount. Show him with some flies. Oh, he grabbed me. No, don't throw me into the fire. I fell into burning ring of fire. Okay, well, let's go grab my body.
That's just ridiculous. By the time I stood up, he was already attacking again, in the end. And since he can do so much damage, like half my life with one hit, he knocks you down, then you stand up and he does half your life again. Luckily I got an Estus out, but it took him 3 hits, and of that, there's nothing I could have done. Except avoid the damage completely. It's annoying.
I got my body back. Really not a lot, but I'm gonna need to save every soul I get. That's gonna be like that.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I'll try and find it. It does show up on my radar, so it shouldn't be too hard.
But overall, the DLC itself looks really cool.
It does look good. The story seems pretty stupid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you like this kind of thing. I've never been a huge fan of any of the Souls storylines. they're, you know, rip-offs of mythology, and the repetition of it is kind of boring at this point. But what's worse is the boss that you can't kill. I hate that. If you played Sekiro, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It really pisses me off when the enemy's in front of you, you've killed him, you've defeated him, and you could chop his head off, but the game developers don't want you to do that because they want to use him as the boss again and again and again and again. That's not story. I don't know if that happened in some Japanese fable or something, but they do it a lot in Japanese games.
Yeah, I mean, in Final Fantasy, for instance, Final Fantasy VII, you just sit here fighting the same guy over and over, and you have no choice in killing him because they don't want you to kill him.
Well, it seems like we could range this guy pretty easily. Lightning Spear. Did I go after him?
Yeah. I'll try and use my bow here.
See what we can do. What happens if we kill this guy? Way before we're meant to. That missed.
Yeah, I guess I missed. It's not doing damage.
I did a bit of damage there.
The thing has a head, that's bad. Silly. Oh, there we go. I think I have to have a target for that one. Ouch. Just kicking me with lava.
Oh, he can hit you right out of the air. Lovely.
Oops.
Got this thing called a horse. I can just get right back on it and run away. Reposition. Some potions.
I don't think this is hitting it. Oh, it is. Oh, it's doing so low though.
Did they change Placidu's rune? Placidu Sax's rune spell? I can't seem to use it anymore.
I don't think we can use spells on our horse.
I've been shooting him with my lightning spear off my horse.
I don't have that one equipped at the moment.
Decent amount of damage with the fireball. Giant's flame take thee.
Oh my gosh. Do they mean for us to mount to combat him? I don't know, they killed my mount already.
Something didn't work that
Trying
time.
to get away from him. Okay, choose our Zeke. Yes, summon it. Okay, we'll try this. Well, it's doing damage, but I don't think it's actually doing bleed.
Did some damage. Oh, here we go. Now I can use it. Yeah, you can't use Placidu's Axe rune on mount. That's all it was.
Let's try and chomp it.
Oh well. Fake difficulty wins again.
Seems like to me they want us to, oops, get a whole bunch of those silly things.
Could just cheese it from afar. You said you couldn't hit it with your bow, though?
No, he got close enough. Like, I couldn't hit him until he got close enough to start hitting me with his kick. So I'm gonna rest.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I could use my Dragon Roar. This reduces the defenses, but let's see here. Is that doing lots?
Okay, so Placidusax's Ruin did not really do anything.
1,000 damage with the
So
floor.
really the spell that did the most was the flies, believe it or not. I'm just doing a tick of damage with lightning spheres. Flies seems to bleed him.
Let's try
So
the.
if you want to cheese this guy, which I'm not going to bother right now.
I mean,
take
it's
a
hardly
lunch break.
anything. Yeah, it's back to the grace.
I'm sure once we have all of those stupid gimmick
Gimmicks.
things, then he's going to be trivial. We're going to walk up there and use one Placidusax Ruin and he'll get knocked down and killed.
He'll be into super easy after that.
Could cheese him with the flies though, if you want to do that. I shot him, I don't know, 5 times I think, and I did a tenth of his life, I'd say. So that was the biggest. Now each spell didn't do a tenth of his life, but those 5 times, I think it bled him and it did a tenth of his life.
I staggered him with Dragon Maw.
Like you did some with that?
Yeah, it stunned
I
him.
don't have the dragon stuff going
But
on this guy. Except Placidusax.
oh, here's another person here. Next to
There
this gold thing.
Huh. Let's see.
What do you have to say?
Fie, another, treading the heels of Miquella. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned. But understand, your kind are not forgiven. The Erdtree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed, set aflame. I believe Miquella's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I
So
see
he's saying-
your kind as worthy.
We should kill him. Just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
And yet my oath-
So I'm going to kill him,
If
and
Miquella it
you want to
is,
leave him alive, see what happens?
Then,
Sure.
comrade, allow me to give you this.
He just disappeared.
These
He
are the
disappeared.
sorts of crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Miquella. As long
Not
as
worthy,
you
huh?
abide by his
And then you run
footfalls,
away?
You will be no enemy to me.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he gave me a
See what he
map
has to say now.
the second time I talked to him. Map of cross sites received. Check in inventory.
I urge you, follow after Miquella as long as you...
So it'd be in the keys or the maps, whatever, right?
I think it'd be right here. So it
Here it
shows.
is. Cross map. In the last page.
Oh, I see. Inventory. That's on it.
So yeah, we love the Bloodborne story though. Lovecraft is an amazing writer. It is really convoluted listening to what he writes as well, but some of the stuff is really creepy. We like horror though, is the thing. The stories of the Dark Souls universe are pretty pathetic. Because I studied mythology in school, you know, and they're just not as good as the originals. And that's why we loved the God of War
God of War was amazing.
so much. They followed the story. They incorporated God of War into the world of Norse mythology, which is our ancestors. Our ancestors were from Iceland. My great is 6 times removed, I believe, grandparents pushed carts across the United States to move to the Midwest of the U.S. We have an ancestor who is famous in Iceland for having murdered her husband, and the axe is in a museum. Anyway, Norse mythology, very cool story to follow, but only if you're going to follow it. If you're going to bastardize it, that's stupid. Why are you wasting your time doing that? That's why we love God of War's story so much.
Yeah, it was gotta be
They
one
did
of
a
the
great
best
job.
story
That's
games
why.
that actually follows the stories pretty
And it's
closely.
not, we're not saying they have to, but if they're going to do their own thing, they should just do their own thing. They named Freya a moment ago. We've encountered a character named Freya. Do you think this is actually Freya, like Norse mythology Freya? Or they just stole the name from Norse mythology?
They're just using a name like Sif, for instance. They use the
Yeah.
name Sif only because they like the name, not really because it has anything to do with the mythology.
It's unfortunate. Lots of people love this stuff, and I just find it, like, shallow is really the best term. There's not enough story for them to actually tell us a story. We've got to, dig deep to actually find connections. And then people will go out of their way to make these convoluted, like out there conspiracy theory storylines. They make them up in their head, when in reality, the devs of FromSoft know that they're not good at writing. I mean, they had to hire somebody who is good at writing to even come up with a concept. They know this, and that's why they're not making a story. They're just putting, pieces of information out there for you and letting you play the game. This game is supposed to be about the game, with a little bit of story tidbits here and there, and let you try and figure out your own headcanon.
Yeah. Come up with your own story when you're playing through it.
And that's exactly what's going on. Everyone goes and does that, and it's not bad for that, I suppose. But honestly, the stories, I wish that they didn't exist at all. Like they would just focus completely on the gameplay to the point that there isn't anything vague happening, because then you get these situations where they've stolen the name Freya just to put Freya in because they like the idea of being associated with Norse mythology. Not because they want to use the character Freya, not because they, have any intention of following that mythological storyline, but because they just want to be associated with it. It's pathetic. They could have named her anything and not have that same connotation, which they're not going to follow through. I can tell you right now, we haven't played the DLC, we don't know anything about it, but Freya is not going to be the Freya that we would hope that she would be by having her be named Freya.
Yeah.
Well, we need to take a break for lunch, but we will be back in about an hour.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below about what you think of the DLC, and I will see you later in about an hour.